Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I know the videos kind of suck. I'm kind of in limbo with a lot of things. The parts not coming in. I mean, it's the same old story that everybody else is hearing and seeing. You know, parts not coming in, parts coming in wrong, parts not showing up at all. You know, it's the same song and dance. Also, money's a huge issue right now. I just registered for Hot Rod Drag Week 2022. Just paid for the registration for that, and they've upped the price on it. Oh, that's quite expensive. It's not too much more than it was last year, but you know, it's a hit that I wasn't expecting at this given time. So money's tight, and I'm trying. Right now we're going over to my buddy Scotty Wheels' shop, and we're going to pick up the hoses that I had. He's a dealer for a lot of companies, and he's a Fragola dealer, which I wish Fragola had a showroom because it's 45 minutes from me. But I had him order me the hoses and the fittings I need to do the sensors on the Rife block on the transmission. Most of the stuff is dash 4 or 1/8 inch MPT, but the transmission stuff is dash 3. And I don't think I've ever seen dash 3 AN hose. Even if I have, I didn't want to chance it. It's high PSI, which is normally fine, but I'd rather have just pre-made, crimped hoses on it and call it a day. This way I don't have to worry about anything, and just screw it on and go. I ordered, so one was a 10-inch one, was a 24-inch one, and a couple associated fittings, because I did get my spacer, my crank spacer in, so I'm going to put all this stuff on and put the transmission back in the car today and get that all situated and done. This way we can just mark it off the list and move forward, and then later I'll have to just wire that sensor block, which I have to de-pin the tranny temp sensor as I got the Rife system. I showed you guys with the M5 cable and everything, so there'll be one connector coming off for that, one connector coming off for the trans brake, and that's it. Little small wire bundles going up and back into the car and calling it a day. I'm now officially broke after paying Scotty and doing drag week. For the love of the sport, right? When we're at Dave's, this is his old ice tank, big old mamma jamma. Got a big old Rule 3700 in there, right? I think it's 37. It's the big boy. We're going to see if this one works for me, because he's going full on race car. Yeah. Apparently Proline made this. I don't know. It's freaking kind of heavy though. What? Why is there stuff in there? Is that a 20? That looks like a 20. Let's see here. I think I got some. Yeah, it's definitely a 20. Yeah, so like if this does work, that's gonna have to cut off and. No, I only got 116 left. I'll have to get on the phone with Mike. I don't know how I ended up with so many 12s. I need to restock my stock here. For a person that doesn't do fab work for anyone, I got a lot of fittings. And then somehow they're all gone on top of it. So yeah, this is, he welded these on. But I don't, he has the hose barbs. I don't like that. I like all AN hose. And drain, and which I'd probably make bigger. But I gotta see if it's gonna fit. Should we do that first? Should we see if that's gonna fit? Where do you think my keys are? Oh, I got too much crap on the trunk. We're not going to do that right now. Who's been here long enough to remember we started the LS swap on my stepdad's Jeep? Almost a year to the day, the headers finally showed up. A year. So his full exhaust is done now for that. I start picking that back up. Anyway, where were we here? Drag this heavy piece of junk out. What I picked up were, thank God he's getting more and more inventory because I forgot I needed a dash 8 for under my regulator there. Leave that there. This is a tough one because I was out. Those bad Larrys, huh? Fancy. And the random fittings I needed for it. I really hope that this isn't silly stupid. Oi! Oi. Oi. Yeah. Now that should go. Oh. We're gonna have to go this way. No. Unless I just... No, can't do that. Son of a bitch, this thing. Like 5 seconds from being remote mounted, just so I don't have to deal with it. I don't know. So we'll figure out that at a later date. Because I can't... I can't... Yeah, I'm running this stupid throttle bracket here. Can you see that? You see that stupid throttle bracket in my fitting? Oh, I can't do it like that. And I wanted to... If I just do it like... See, then it's kind of close. But then I can't... Oh, unless I angle it down, maybe? I don't know. That's up way higher than I wanted. I mean, I guess it couldn't just go like this. Right? That would work. And that's it. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll deal with that after. Ho, ho, ho. Oh man, that's super close. It's kind of cool. Might actually look right. Just gotta get my fittings for him. Throw it across the garage. That's cool, dude. So if you buy, you got a 400 stock case, because I don't know if it'll be different on a Reed or something like that. Then you buy this Rife sent up from Motion. This is a 10-inch hose from Fragola. Sorry, here. Let me jumped kind of ahead. So that's this part number here. And then I'm not going to tell you what the other one is until I know it's right. Yeah. This one's a little long, but I got this one over the So they had like a 24. I'll show you right here because I have a Fragola catalog. So they have a 22 and a 24. You see that right there. Simple as that. 90. Rotate this down just a touch. There we go. So I left a little slack so I can mount it with like a P-clamp underneath. Alright, so it's not crazy in the way of anything. But yeah, how cool. God, this wire pisses me off. Yeah, Rife sensor's all plumbed. Well, next thing we gotta do is get it in the car. Alright. Well, tranny's all the way in. Drive shaft's in. I mean, the rear end's got to get put together still, but I just wanted to make sure everything was... Oh, that's a little shitty spot. But I wanted to make sure everything was alright. I want to get some tighter radius fittings for this. It's kind of a tight fit, but it's not too bad. But I just want something a little... Oh, hold on, I think... I just want something a little more space in here. You know, if I guess something comes like here, a nice tight radius one. But... yeah, that's all in. I got the shifter bracket in here. It's close to the floor, but as you can see, I got a little gap. I got the shift selector on. This was actually a complete nightmare to fit, because you can see the edge of the case is beveled, rounded out. So I had to grind that and the bracket as much as I felt comfortable. And it's like a half an hour to fit that stupid thing. And I didn't realize that I completely covered everything with it. Now I gotta clean that all off too. God damn it. So you can see, now that the trainer's up, you can see where that line pressure thing goes. So now I can just put a P-clamp on it, or, you know, honestly, a zip tie or two somewhere. Who knows? We'll see. If you have a Fox body and you buy this motion setup, I recommend bending. Like I said, I already bent it. Took some of the undercoating off the floor. Wasn't too thrilled about it. When I get this thing up on the lift at work, I'm going to pull this down and spray some undercoating up there and bend this bracket in some more. It definitely can go some more. It's way close. In the process of all that, I broke my damn wire for my temp sensor, so I got to get a new one. I've contacted a couple of people, and nobody really makes a shorter one yet, or custom makes lengths, I should say. So I'm going to just run the standard 12-inch one, even though it's like 8 inches I need. Well, converter's not hooked up yet. I want to play. Sorry. I want to play with some specs, and I want to do some measuring before I bolt this all back together again. Now that I cleaned everything up and was able to get this thing to slide around really nicely in there. We're gonna fit the carpet first because I want to get the shifter mounted so I know where to cut a hole for the cable, because the hole is going to be, you know, somewhere back here, because the shifter is going to mount somewhere right here. But this is the new carpet from LMR. As you can see, it's much wider. I still kind of got a little problem right here, which I didn't notice until yesterday, but I'm going to try, once this thing's in, I'm going to try to spray glue it down and see what happens. Doors are off again. We're going to go over the pins on how to replace the pins. So it's got factory pins. This one's a little loose, right? But this one is completely shot. And we're going to replace these rollers, because this thing makes noise and it drives me crazy. You can see how much lithium grease is on there. I just ordered the LMR kit so I get the rollers too. It makes it a little bit easier to work on with the doors off, because the garage is, you know, narrow. Get my big ass up in here. Already feels, oh, it already feels warmer in here. It is going to be air shifted on the track, just because, not that I believe the car's fast, too fast and it needs to be air shifted. It's the fact that I can never hit my shifts. I have like a 600 RPM sweep. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's an issue. So to solve said issue, we're going to air shift it and be done with it. That's how we'll solve that issue on the shift, is just to air shift it and be done. Now, when I'm driving on the street, obviously I'm not going to air shift this damn thing, right? So I'm going to still manually shift it. So I got to be able to make sure this thing is in a place to where I'm still comfortable to shift it on the street. The ashtray looks like a great spot. And if I could just get it close. So that's, I mean, I'm not going to be holding it the whole time, but it doesn't feel the most. I need it like, the problem is if I move it forward, right, I have to somehow make this look right. You know, I could do like a pedestal mount in the back and have it hold it forward and just have like the plate over this. I mean, it's gonna be awkward. Yeah, I'll put it there so the passenger can shift it. And I can't go too far forward, because you see how far that handle goes forward. So I don't want to be up in the screen. I mean, I'm not going to be holding this thing. So what we're going to do is, you know, I'm going to roll through the water box. It's going to be in second. Brum, brum, brum. Brum, 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 brum. You know, and then I'm going to have to back it up. Back it up. Get this thing back into first. And then I'm just going to be on my buttons here. So it'll be trans brake, bump, bump. So we actually have to, you know, 1 second or less reaction time on drag week this year. I feel really low in the car for some reason. I'm not sure why. The steering wheel feels like it's really high. But it seems like it's in the right spot. So it's going to be bump, 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 release. Parachute. And then I'll go to neutral. The street driving feels very comfortable right about there. Alright, well that's not going to get mounted today. But we figured out where I want it to be. So that's a big step closer. Definitely feels more comfortable than the PPP. I hate to see it. Oh, that's nice with the armrest. This one's kind of beat up, but I think we might think we might rock the armrest. That's kind of comfortable. Just cruising. Alright, well, I'm just gonna end this here. Not really doing much. I gotta order a couple of things. I'll order up the mount for the M&M shifter, and I ordered the flanges for the V-band housings here. I haven't decided what size exhaust I want to go with. I think I'm gonna go with 3-inch out of each. I started mocking up the hot side. Alright, I think I'm gonna go up on the inside, and it's just gonna make life easier. And then, like, I'm having a nightmare of a time trying to figure out the drains situation. It's not fun. Nothing is very fun this time. So guys, get in your garage, work on your hot rod, pour a cold drink. I'm gonna have some drinks tonight because I'm just frustrated. All right, have a good night.